This really ought to be all of your reaction to why I haven't uploaded a new Demon Souls video in a while, or any video for that matter. But hey everyone, it's BlueLizardJello and welcome back to Blue Plays Demon Souls, the PlayStation 5 remake. Boy oh boy, it has been a hot minute, as unfortunately often happens with my recording. I do apologize, but we're back and we are going to proceed. Now before we move on, I have to make a true apology. Now, yes, I just apologized for the lack of videos, but I owe an apology to my good friend, and yes, I dare say good friend, Dark Osto. I had made some kind of off-color jokes about how much he wanted a scythe, and how there was no such scythe except for if you bought the or pre-ordered the game, and he didn't, because he didn't have a PlayStation 5 like many of you, because they're just so hard to get a hold of, and I poked fun at that, and that's wrong. So, Darkosto, if you're listening, I'm sorry. In fact, I took it a step further, and I actually made you an apology video, and it's not your typical YouTuber apology video. That's not what I'm about. I just wanted you to know how sorry I am. So, if you're interested, Darkosto, and I hope you are, there's a link to an unlisted video in the description. I'll put it in a pinned comment as well, just so you can find it easier. I hope you give it a watch, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from, really and truly. No one else should click on that video. It is not for you. It is for Darkosto's eyes only. So I hope we can put this beyond us. I'm not here to start a feud. I'm not. I hope we can move on. Speaking of moving on, so let's take a look and see what kind of build I'm using. It's not much of a build. It's gonna get me killed. Okay, let's just be honest. Crescent Falchion +1, Baby's Nail, the Wooden Catalyst, Soldier's Shield, Leather Cap, Leather Armor, the Barbarian Armbands, and the Imperial Spy Leggings, Rings, Regenerator's Ring, Ring of Magical Sharpness. I don't even know if I want the Regenerator's Ring. I might switch that out for the Thief Ring, possibly. I do also have a bow. I have the claws that I might play around with it just a little bit. I don't know if you can buff them. I'm going to have to test that. The Crisp Blade I'm going to be using at times, along with the Wooden Catalyst, to boost my magical, not sharpness, but I guess power. I have a bow, and we're gonna rock it. There's my soul level, 33. You can see my stats here. If you want to take a look a little longer, just go ahead and pause the video. But before we run, we are also going to pick up another spell. Now that we have Sage Frake here, we have now rescued Sage Frake. See if he has anything interesting to say.
You have a connection to the disciples. Do not pay any attention to them if they speak poorly of me and my magic. Prayer is for the foolish, quaint, and soon to be dead. And heaven forbid the day you find out what their so-called God really is.
You can already figure out who their god really is if you just look at the Talisman of God. It's very clearly modeled after the old one. But far be it from me to say, you know, who's right and who's wrong. But I think Miyazaki's, dare I say, prejudice against those who practice religion shows pretty strongly in Demon Souls, for sure. So, with Sage Frake, we want to learn the Fire Spray. So this is from the Hard Demon Soul. Luckily, I didn't actually consume this like I have some others, but very, very cheap. Only takes 2 FP, takes up 1 magic slot. And what's really nice about Fire Spray is that, as you can see from that tutorial video, you can walk around while you cast it continuously. Now, where we're going to be going, which is, the Valley of Defilement, all those enemies, I believe, are weak to fire. So this might prove to be pretty useful. So let's pick that up. Let us attune. So enchant weapon's not really going to do us any good because of the weapons we're using. So we are instead just going to do Fire Spray and Soul Ray. More specifically, hopefully, Fire Spray. And that's about it. That's about all the preparation we're going to do. I do have a couple more Stones of Ephemeral Eyes on me. I am in human form. Probably going to get invaded. Probably going to die. But, you know, such is the nature of the beast. I also do have, in fact, let me get it on my hotbar just so we have it. We talked about this very early on, the Cracked Stone Eye. I wonder if this will work against the boss of Valley of Defilement, the Leechmonger, since he does heal. That will be interesting. Probably not, I'm afraid, but we'll certainly give that a go. So let's hop into the Valley of Defilement. The depraved chasm, this humid valley is a haven for the used and forgotten. Its inhabitants, afflicted by poison and plague, await their deaths in this forsaken place, attacking those who wander in, hoping to offer the souls to the one woman who showed them compassion. We will meet that one woman much later on. I'm sure you all know who it is. And we do have some comments to get into, so let's jump into Valley of Defilement, and I'm going to get into your comments. Now, I don't know what it is with Miyazaki, and if any of you have any insight, I would love to hear it. Also, this feels very, very dark. I may have to play with the filter here. I may do that here in just a moment. It looks dark and yet washed out at the same time. Yeah, this doesn't look good at all. Let me get up a little higher. Get my shield. I can barely see anything on my monitor, so I can't imagine what it's like on your end. Yeah, see, the lighting looks good, but up here it just looks bad. Give me just a moment. Let me try and adjust that and see if I can make this look a little nicer. Right, there we go. So I'm now using the classic filter, just dialed down. Instead of the 1.0 intensity, I'm at 0.65. Let me know if this looks a little better. I think it looks much, much better. But Miyazaki and his need to have some sort of decrepit, defiled, nasty swamp in every game that he directs. I don't know what it is. He just kind of has his go-tos, I guess, and that's really curious. I wonder if he's ever spoken about that. So as we continue, let's go ahead and start with some comments. Blue Truck with Flames. How do I feel about Blue Point keeping it at only 2 ring slots? I'm okay with it. And I'm okay with it because, well, Dark Souls only had 2 ring slots, so it's something, you know, we're inherently used to, and obviously we got spoiled later on. But I think the problem that we would run into is they would have to rebalance everything, because the game, let's test out some fire spray. They would have to rebalance everything. That's not bad. 4 shots to kill them with very, very little FP. I can get aboard with that. They'd have to rebalance all the rings. And if they didn't do that, then having 4 rings could prove to be, honestly, overpowered. And I wouldn't mind that, but that's just a lot more work than they were probably willing to take on, honestly. At least that's how I feel. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It kept the spirit of the original alive, and I think that's important. Now, Baby's Nail's not going to do me any good. All the enemies in here are going to be too resistant to plague. So let's see how about now with the crisp. Just kidding, with the crisp blade. I'm not sure that that's much better. Let's see if we can test it out again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill him in 3 shots, for example, instead of 4. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, still takes 4. So really, having the crisp blade out isn't that necessary against these little guys. Possibly against some later enemies, but we will see. Now, I could go for some snipes here. What is the effective range of fire spray? Pretty far, actually. Yeah, that works for me. Oh, careful now. And we're just gonna falchion you. Don't fall off, please. Thank you very much. All right, now got some others here. Yeah, I mean, just the FP cost is so wonderfully low with fire spray. It does actually prove to be pretty effective. No, don't want to drop. Nope. There we go. What else do we have? Zachary Hansen. What mechanics from Demon's Souls would I like to see in future FromSoft games? World character and tendency example. Okay, so actually that's one that I would love to see. World character or world tendency and character tendency. It's something that they just quickly abandon, and I don't think it's because it wasn't received well. I think it's because it wasn't received well because it wasn't understood. And I think that that is a problem with their, you know, trying to remain obtuse. A little bit too obtuse. Instead of, you know, explaining things in further detail, which Bluepoint obviously has done a great job with their mechanics and their tutorials. But if they had just helped us to understand, what do you mean when you say world tendency, then I think that could have gone a really long way to helping people enjoy that mechanic more. I love it. I think it's clever, and it gives me. Oh, by the way, there's the Talisman of God. Let's get a quick look at that so you can see what I was talking about there. Nope. Or is it the Talisman? I'm walking right now. Maybe it's the Talisman of Beast I'm thinking of. I think that's what it is. Although that kind of has the old one shape, but not really. Okay, luckily I didn't fall off anywhere significant. But yeah, world tendency, character tendency, I think is really neat. And that is definitely the biggest. Now, the old monk fight is definitely a fan favorite. I love the old monk fight, and we got a little bit of that with the Mirror Knight in Dark Souls 2, and we also got it even more so in Dark Souls, did I say Half-Life 2? I may have. Honestly, I'm not even sure. It's been a long week. In Dark Souls 2, we got the Mirror Knight, which you could be summoned by the Mirror Knight, not to be the boss, but to be kind of his helper. And then in Dark Souls 3, in the Ring City DLC, which is a shame that it's locked behind DLC, we got the Half-Light fight, where you could be summoned to be Half-Light, which was really, really cool. But I would love to see more of that. Give me a reason to always be online when, you know, PvP is not really my thing. I love co-op, but PvP is not really my forte. Ring of Magical Dullness. Now that is... Does that reduce my magical... Yeah, lowers magic power, but raises magic defense. I have no need for that here. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I died in human form just because I got pushed off. That was just a silly mistake. All right, let's use another stone. So absolutely, those are the mechanics that I would love to see return. All right, let me fight my way back. I'm going to keep responding to comments as I do so. So a few people... Actually, I think at least 3 people, as of last time I checked, had confirmed, which is great, I appreciate that, that the pure Bladestone can actually drop from any of those dual katana-wielding skeletons in the Shrine of Storms, which is great. Sparky, Dash, Dan Jensen, all have confirmed that for me, and I very much appreciate that confirmation, because I just thought it was very incredible that I got it where I did. But apparently I'm not that unique, and that's okay, you know? If everyone was special, then no one would be. I'm a Steez inmate, Gabriel P4 Thos, or I'm not sure how to say it. You've joined some of my live streams, and I still don't know how to say your name. But you had said that I forgot the Uchi Katana, and... Oh, that push attack! And I did, you're right. And I went back and got it. Unfortunately, the footage of me doing that and also showing off my pure Bladestone, which, by the way, I have a pure Bladestone, got corrupted. So I wasn't able to show that out. But I did go back and get the Uchi. You're 100... Okay, just falling off. You're 100% right. I did forget it. My apologies, and thank you for letting me know. I'm always up for remembering these silly things that I do wrong. Oh, this is fun that I can just hit you from up here. Come on. Haha, there we go. And Francisco, what's the thin line between getting good and rage quitting? Ooh, rage quitting. What a tough subject to talk about. And I think one of the problems is people tend to say, if you get frustrated and you quit a game, you're rage quitting. I don't believe that that's true. In fact, that's my go-to strategy. People always say, well, Blue, we never see you get frustrated at these games. How do you stay so calm? I stay so calm because as soon as I feel myself not feeling calm anymore and enjoying what I'm doing, I stop playing. And maybe that's a skill that I've developed. Uh-oh. That maybe it's a skill that I developed. Uh-oh. Don't you okay. So this is really bad because I don't think I can escape this. And that also means that all my souls are gone. Yep, I've actually fallen down here before. Which is a shame because obviously there is a plane here that I should be able to run on. But I just don't, and since there's no jumping mechanic. Yep. Yeah, look, it just entered the death camera view. Oh, I can't even roll to my death now. I am now truly stuck. I have to use an axial binding for the first time ever. fantastic. Well, see you back in a moment. So let's talk about the idea of getting good. First off, I know it's become a running joke in the community. Oh, just get good. You know, you don't want to die, just get good. I despise that. Even as a joke, you will never hear me say, get good. I think it's honestly insulting for people that are typically looking for assistance, and it's unhelpful. And hopefully by now, you all know that my whole idea behind starting this channel is to assist those that are struggling through games that admittedly can be a little bit challenging when you're first learning them. So if you're not going to help, then just keep your mouth shut. Keep it to yourself. And again, I know that it's meant as a joke, but it's like I said, it's not funny, it's not helpful. And so the whole idea of getting good, yeah, if you want to get good, then practice. Learn from your mistakes. Oh my gosh, the shove attack. And my input was just lost there. I wonder if my souls are still there. Since I've never used an axial binding, I don't actually know how it works. Does that count as a death? I'm not sure. Probably. Alright, you know what, actually, let's soul. Wow! I was gonna say let's soul raid that, but that just worked beautifully, although you survive with justice. Really? And let's block you. You know, I have kids, and one of my kids is in 5th grade right now, and he gets frustrated with school, he gets frustrated with video games, he gets frustrated with anything that he's really not immediately good at. And he has, you know, been told by me many times that walk away. Walking away is completely viable. In fact, it's preferable to getting frustrated and rage quit. Wow, really? Okay. It's preferable to just giving up entirely. And I do think that it is a viable strategy to keep yourself from needing to rage quit. And maybe my thoughts aren't as put together as I'd like on this subject, but remember, just because you're frustrated doesn't mean you've rage quit if you stop doing something. In fact, I think it is a very smart, conscious decision that you can make in order to not force yourself to rage quit. Because if I was a rage quitter, I might be doing that right about now. I'm just clearing this way and then, oh, are those my souls? Those might actually be my souls. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's really neat. I didn't know that that was a thing, and that's really cool. Now here's what I'm gonna do to try and make this drop a little bit more feasible. I was hoping to get both of them. I was going to say I'm going to use the crisp blade. Oh, and as I'm attacking with the crisp blade, might need some more water here. Let's get rid of the full moon grass and throw on some H spice. There we go. And let's see, where's everyone lining up these days? Uh-oh, come on. Nope. Okay, I got some. Oh, I didn't switch to my crisp blade, did I? Yes, I did. Okay. Well, then we're okay in here. Nice, nice, nice. That went all right. I do want to talk about something that has been on my mind because it actually is pertinent to where I have been. And this isn't a plea to tell me that, oh, it's fine, Blue. We always wait for your content, which is the response I inevitably get every time I try and apologize for my absence. But what I'd like to do instead is help you to understand why I'm getting shoved around by these folks. But no, really, it's hard when I have to take breaks because I don't want to take breaks. And that might seem like a really obvious statement here. But what I mean is, when I start taking breaks, it's usually because something has taken priority. Maybe something's going on in my real life. Maybe it's family, maybe it's personal, maybe it's work related, but there's always a reason why I have to take typically a short break. The problem is, as soon as that break goes longer than, say, a couple days, then I feel like you all are mad. And I know that that's silly, but it comes from me wanting to please people. Actually, fire spray is going to be great here so the ticks don't explode. And the problem is, and this is true in my personal life as well as YouTube. Oh, wow, you are just... Really, is it? What? What am I hitting? I'm hitting a dog's corpse? Instead of the tick? Oh, that was weird. Oh, and I thought fire would negate the poison. So we need to now get... Nope, we don't even have it. All right, let's do this. Sorry, guys, I'm all over the place here. Let's get my Noble's Lotus going. So what I'm trying to say is my break, what should be a short break, ends up becoming a longer break because I am afraid to actually come back and say anything. So you'll notice that suddenly I get quiet on Twitter and the YouTube community tab. I get quiet in my own Discord. And it's not until I start recording again that I feel like I can speak to you all. And it's just a vicious cycle because the more that gets hold of me, the less inclined I am to... Oops, someone just died. Oh, the Saint set. Nice. Oh, the more I'm away, the less inclined I am to actually be active in my various forms of social media. And because I am absent for longer, then I feel more guilty. And it's just, it gets worse and worse. So that is why these breaks, it should only be 2 or 3 days, end up being about a month like this last one. So not that I'm asking you to excuse me, but hopefully you can understand that to a degree. All right, so we have the Filthy Woman here. Let's see if we want to buy anything. 2,300. Ooh, black pine resin. Ooh. Really good against the boss in this area. But I don't have many souls. Grass jelly would be nice. No, I think we're going to hold off for now. I think we'll get to black pine resin later on. Right, let's... Oh, no. Careful, careful, careful. This is going to be... Ooh, you know, do I have any... I don't think I have any fire bombs, or else I would just toss him down there. I do not want to get plagued if I can help it. Now, if these rats want to drop any shards of Archstone, I am all for it. Which, a German spy, which many of you know, and if you don't, you absolutely need to go check his channel out, even though he has switched primarily to Twitch now, actually almost exclusively to Twitch. I highly, highly, highly recommend you check out his Demon Souls in depth. It is just so interesting, so fascinating, and one of the things he points out is these rats can drop shards of Archstone, because if you look at the Archstones, they've actually been nibbled. They're actually broken in places, and it seems like the rats, being the rodents that they are constantly chewing, and they are actually the ones that are taking those little bite marks out, which is just so cool. All right, let's see what we can do to this guy with fire spray. It's not bad damage, considering the FP cost. Yeah, I'm all right with that. I'm very okay with that. And how about Soul Ray to get both? Beautiful. Excellent. Didn't really intend for this to become a magic build, and it's obviously not geared towards magic, but still does a great job with it. Remember, you're using the Crisp Blade? Get out of there. Get out, get out, get out. All right, let's go back to fire spray. You know, let's get a 2-for-1 special. Not quite. All right. I do want to save some of my aged water so I don't have to worry about that for the boss. I would like to use fire spray on the boss. Still using the Crisp Blade. Blue. Let's get the shield out. Let's let him poke. Now, I don't want to get poison yet. Let's free aim it this time. That'll be probably a little bit easier. Yep, as long as we pop the ticks, then let that poison cloud dissipate, we should be good to go. All right. And you guys gonna drop any more shards of Marrowstone for me? No. All right, this is gonna be a good place to use my Soul Ray, though. So let's see if we can't get them to line up. At least you two. Oh, wrong one. Wow, good damage. Okay. And... oh, right. Don't like this angle, actually, because he can easily hit me with his giant club. Burn, 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 burn. Got him. Good. All right, I kind of threw this build together on a whim just to try something different, and, well, going remarkably well. Well, okay, minus the deaths and minus the getting trapped, you know. Other than that, going very, very swimmingly. And we are already at the boss? I forgot that it's actually a small area, but I did miss a zone, so we're gonna run back real quick. Because there is the one section, I think I had to drop down somewhere in order to push a bridge over somewhere up above. Let's backtrack just a touch. Now, I probably already have completely ruined my chances of getting the Ishtarel, so someone probably has a message here. Run. Oh, that just says run. But there will be a ladder that appears here in pure White World tendency to get the magical spear, the Ishtarel. Yeah, see those items over there I need to go get. Yeah, I just had to drop down. All right. Let's go do that before we take on the Leech Mark. We can finally check out the cracked ice stone. See if that works. So I do apologize if my commentary has been all over the place, or I mean, I know it has been all over the place, but just kind of feels like I'm getting back into this. What did I miss here? Oh, a bridge. So there's all the loot down there. And to get there, I need to go where? It's been a while since I've run the Valley of Defilement, and I never fully learned it to begin with. No, I don't want to drop down here. Where is it? Oh, that's right. You drop down into the pile here. All right. But can I target anyone? I cannot. So we need to get ready to fight very quickly. I'm going to get my shield out. Possibly go with Soul Ray. All right, come on. This way, this way, this way. Before other people show up behind me. All right, if you're going to fight me one-on-one, I'm not going to waste the FP. No? Okay. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, good, because I've already wasted one here. But I don't think that's it. I think there are... yep, there's at least one more here, but is there someone behind me that's about to appear? Oh! I thought you were dead. Circle around, circle around. No, was gonna backstab fish. Okay, let's unlock this just in case something were to happen. Nice kick, quite the wind up there. Once again, do not want to get poisoned. Works for me. The Blessed Mace. Oh, Blessed Mace, so good. And that is it. All right, so it looks like we've actually gotten all the loot, and it is time to go take on the boss. Now, this boss shouldn't be too difficult. Shouldn't be the operative word, but then again, I've been playing somewhat poorly today. I'm being gentle on myself. Please forgive me. Also, no invasion, so that's, you know, huge win in my book. Let's see. What do we need here? We didn't bring anything for bleed. So if we get the leeches on us, we're just going to have to heal through it. I don't know if that would... let's see. Yeah, it just says heirs of toxins that cause disease. Doesn't say anything about... and it even talks about the denizens of the valley. But it doesn't say anything about bleed, so I don't think that's going to work for me. which is a shame. Right, well, let's at least try to use that stone. I'm gonna see if I can take him out just with Fire Surge. Should be interesting. Get that at the ready. And you know, I haven't used this. I don't know if if I throw it or if I just crush it and it's an area of effect. I'm not sure. Definitely the most disgusting boss of Demon Souls. Yes, Dirty Colossus is a little gnarly, but not nearly as much as him. Now, we're gonna get back here to prepare. We want the crisp blade out, and... Okay, let's start. That. Oh, he's healing already. Well, I want to get his health down before I start playing around with that more. That's really bad damage. That's not good. Yeah, okay. And taking some needless damage there. Let's heal up just with some Crescent. Get ready to use this Cracked Eye Stone. Oh, is he healing? He is healing. Did it stop him? That might have stopped him, actually. Nope. Okay, well, he's gonna stop me from healing if I don't move, so... And he cannot heal. All right, confirmed. It does work. But what's not working is what I'm actually doing to try and hurt him. Let's try Soul Ray, see what that does. 185 is good. Hit him again. Okay, let's get... Oh, he's healing now because it ran off. Can I cast this again? I can. All right, let's back up, use some spice. Good damage, good damage. Watch out. I don't like that I am... Oh, he's healing. I'm missing my little alcove here. Let's do it again. Oh, good hit, good hit. Okay. Let's heal up. He's probably going to be healing soon himself. Nope, he's going to be just bang, bang, bang. I want to use something a little bit more potent so I can just stay in the fight. Healing. Keep it going. Not bad, not bad. And one more volley. Despite healing? Oh, yeah, he's gonna get it. That's okay. Roll gets my stamina back. This should do it. There we go. Leechmonger. Not bad. All right, so the Cracked Eye Stone works. Almost definitely not worth using that 2,500 soul item, though, against the Leechmonger. That's okay. 8,000 souls. We're going to get his soul here in a second. Now, there's something that's really cool that I've never really played around with, but it has been confirmed, is the more enemies you can get to fall, the more corpses will actually be down here with loot, which is really kind of interesting and gives you a reason to, well, knock them off instead of just killing them yourself. Cool little attention to detail. I dig that. Maybe that's another mechanic I'd like to see, is persistence with death. That's probably not the best way to put it, but you know, some cool mechanic like knocking enemies down into a pit and then collecting their loot would be really interesting. Or having enemies that are pushed into water end up where the water flows to would be really cool. Got the Writhing Demon Soul. Let's head back to the Nexus. Swamp of Sorrow, though. All that is unclean ends up in the giant swamp at the base of the Valley of Defilement. The swamp is a cesspool of putrilage, vermin, and plague. So back in the Nexus, we are sitting on 11,000 souls. I'm probably going to save those and instead of leveling, work on upgrading some items in between this and the next episode. But the Writhing demon soul. What can I make or what can I trade with that? Poison cloud. Okay. That could be fun. That could be fun. I like that it just shows him casting the poison cloud in the video, but nothing seems to happen to the Dregling, so you're just kind of not sure if it's even worth your time. Now, over on the other side, on the miracle side, because I don't have wait.
Oh Lord, for I have not the strength.
Did I rescue Saint Urbain?
You seek the power of...
No, I haven't rescued Saint Urbain yet. Right. So I don't think that the disciple can actually trade for demon souls. I think that's only Saint Urbain once he's back. That sounds about right. Well, a bit of a shorter episode just because the area is shorter itself. Hopefully me bumbling over my words didn't get too frustrating for you. But that's going to do it for this episode. Definitely leave your comments below if I missed anything or if you have any better strategies. I will respond to them in the next video. Darkosto, if you're still here, I don't know why you would be. Again, my sincerest apologies. And I hope we can be friends again, truly. But that is going to do it for this episode of Blue Plays Demon Souls, the PlayStation 5 remake. I hope you're still enjoying half as much as I am. But I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. That looked a lot cooler in my head. What if I jump backwards towards you? Huh? Nah.